a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan State's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw. It's Stanley. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the move, it's Maddox. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Cox. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They go to the ground. Pass the sticks him still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll go back to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. On the ground, it's Maddox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Stanley. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Burrell. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Collier. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cox. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Smith. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
And getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in, it's Evans. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies him on third down. The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Cox. He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To throw, it's Cox. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Gibbs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. got it behind the line. It's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense roll.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The run from the shotgun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tempo and overdrive.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the ground, it's Burrell. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Spartans want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Cox. Throws for the tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Running the red zone, it's Burrell. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Takes the handoff. It's Maddox. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Back to pass, it's Stanley. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in place. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Runs through a tackle.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on a whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Michigan State.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Going to the run to start this second half. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Quick strike complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Going to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. If you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Cox. Got it in the middle, it's Collier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play-action fake. He's moving out of the pocket.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the option. He breaks a tackle. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. Running to the left. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. He leaves it with his back. There he goes! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a man, it's Stanley. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Strong, firm tackle. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Got a man, it's Kelly. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. He makes a grab, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 39 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Cox. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibbs. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Collier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Michigan State, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass, it's Cox. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He got loose, almost housed, and finally dragged down at the 32. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll keep it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Using his legs, it's Burrell. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking downfield, it's Cox. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.